Hello, my name is Ruth DeGennaro and here I am with Lacey, and I have a hoof trimming business in Lewis County, Washington, based out of the town of Winlock. And I'm going to do a little video here, focus on picking up the hind feet. A lot of people are frightened of the hind feet, a lot of owners, for good reason. That's their powerhouse, that's their defense system. There's good reason. Lacey is a 3-year-old that I'm training back. She's got to learn to ground tie, and that's how a ground tie, just drop the rope. But she started out learning on the mats and stuff, so I've been doing clicker training with her. So you'll see me click and this and that. There's preliminary things you need to teach them in clicker training before you use clicker training for picking up the feet. That being said, I'm also using pressure and release when I'm working with her. When she responds right, I will mix and give her the marker noise, the click, and the reward. But I'm also going to show you some safety features too. She needs to stop mugging me. When she stops mugging me, she'll get a reward. She may be asking for her mouth to be open too. I've been trying to teach her that. But there, when she puts her head down and away, she'll get a treat. Eventually, over time, they'll stop mugging because they know it doesn't get them anything. Lacey, you're doing perfect. There. So here, back to the feet. Now, I've focused on the front feet before. Let's focus on the back feet and how to do it safely. Let's turn her around so we can see a little better. And whoa. And stand. Okay, so, stop it. She does mug me a lot from this side. We'll reward her for keeping her head in front. First of all, you want to teach your horse that they keep their legs on the ground when you pet them, okay? When you pet them, you want the legs on the ground. She kind of starts picking them up because she's so used to me picking up her feet. If they were to get kicky or something, or you're worried about them just walking off, grab your rope in this hand and have it positioned on her back like this, so that if they did get kicky, you can pull their head towards you and make their hindquarters move away from you. One of the reasons why you should stand on the same side as the farrier is working when you're having the feet trimmed on your horse. I'm going to click her and reward her because she's doing so good. So if your horse can't even handle you doing this or hanging on them a bit, you got a work to do. So you better have your relationship already built with your horse. But if you were worried about them kicking, the kick zone is way out here, you know. So they can kick at a fly at their belly, they can get you too. She's really behaving well, so I'm gonna give her another click and reward. I think I need to adjust my camera though, so stand there, Lacey, and my camera's not really showing all the feet, so there we go. That's a little better. So, if you ever want your horse to be light with their response to your cues, then you need to be light too. Don't get into a shoving, pushing match, wrestling, trying to pick up their foot. I like to use the cap of their hock right here, but your hand out there, she picks it up. All right. And then you put it down. She gets clicked when it's in the air. I like keeping the cue up at the hock, because that keeps your head up and out of the way. I see ever so many people just bend over and go straight for the fetlock. That's a good way to get kicked in the head because you're going to startle the horse. So your hands are up here. Maybe you have your rope in your hand. In the middle of the back, you reach down, you're keeping your hands on. They know what's coming. You have connection with them and they know where you are. And up. Good girl. And you also want to teach them to stretch it forward to go on the farrier stand so we can dress the top side of the hoof. So this is another move you want to teach them to do, and that they can hold their leg up for a while. Very nice, Lacey. Very nice. And if you work on one side of them, you always want to work on the other side. So let's turn her around. And again, I will be in the middle of about the middle of the horse's body. She's mugging me a little bit because she's still in the process of learning not to be a mugger. That takes a while. We'll let her give up on that. and reward her for putting her head back around straight. So once again, I'm in the middle of the body, kick zone is down here. So I keep my body up and out of the way. If I'm worried about this horse that she's a kicker, I'd want to keep the rope in my hand here so that I'd be able to pull her head around and make her hindquarters go away from me. I'm not worried about that with this horse, but I give her my cue. She unweights it up at the hock, up. She unweights it and I pick it up. I'm in control of the foot. She's relaxed. I can pull it forward. I can put it down. Now, yeah, I have to use a little bit of force, picking it up. There is some weight to it, but she's basically taken most of her body weight off of it. If you got a horse that's putting all their weight down on that one foot, don't try to struggle to pick it up with your human strength. That's just getting yourself into a wrestling match. Isn't that right, Lacey? And we don't want wrestling matches. So if you want your horse to be light, you've got to start out light with them. And when you give your cues, there's a rule to when you signal them with a cue, like your hand on the hock and squeezing lightly or wiggling the leg a little bit, keep it that intensity. Keep it at that intensity. Ground tie. Nope, we're going to wait for her to stop mugging me. Keep your cue at that intensity until they respond to the cue. So that's the thing about training them for their back feet. I could probably go on more. Let me show you what happens if you are in the middle and you want them to pull their hindquarters away from you. So if the horse got kicky, she kicked out at me, I'd immediately grab the rope and ask her to come this way. Disengage their hindquarters. If your horse is not leading well and not following the feel on the rope, then don't be trying to pick up their feet like this, okay? See how she just follows and stays with me no matter where I go. She's going to follow and stay with me. Whoa. So, first your leading skills and your connection, then you go about picking up feet on the horse. So I guess that's all I have to say. My website is radhooftrimming.com. That's R-A-D, Ruth Ann DeGennaro. And you can reach me there. I'm in the Winlock, Washington area. And I basically work right around there, so don't go too far from home. Thanks for watching. And if you found some value, there's other good videos on my channel, all kinds of different horse care stuff, along with my training blog for this 3-year-old Lacey that I'm training with clicker training to eventually be a riding horse. So right now we're ground driving. We're to that stage. So thanks for watching. Bye now.